You've probably felt it before, the subtle urge to please others, to seek approval, to mold yourself into what others expect. It creeps in when you say yes when you mean no, when you stretch yourself thin to meet everyone else's needs, and when you feel that heavy weight of responsibility for everyone's happiness but your own. That urge to make others happy, to be liked, to fit in, it's all too familiar. But here's the thing, it's not your true self at work. It's the product of conditioning, past experiences, and the need for external validation that's been ingrained over time. What if I told you that you have the power to shift away from people pleasing, to stop seeking validation from the outside, and instead start trusting that inner voice, the one that's been quietly calling you toward what's true and authentic for you? In today's episode, we're diving into how you can break free from codependency and people pleasing. We'll talk about what it really means to reclaim your power, to stop seeking external validation, and to trust the wisdom that's already within you. This is not about being selfish or disregarding others. It's about finding balance, honoring yourself, and realizing that your worth doesn't come from others' opinion, but from your own inner knowing. So, if you're ready to start listening to that inner voice and stop being pulled by the tide of external approval, you are in the right place. Let's dive in and explore how you can reclaim your power one step at a time. Take a deep breath and let's begin. Hey there, I'm Cynthia. Not so long ago, I discovered a path that led to a life-transforming journey of love and healing after reaching a point where I was simply exhausted, tired of feeling stuck, tired of the same patterns. A couple of years and many lessons later, here I am, living in alignment with my truth and embracing the life I once thought was out of reach. I created Ignite and Flow to help you navigate your path of emotional healing, ignite the love and light within, and enjoy the magical experience of life. Self-love, people-pleasing, letting go, nourishing and healing the mind, and all things in between are a few things we touch on. I teach you how to let go and live a life you love here and now, wholeheartedly and unconditionally. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve to live a life you love as your most beautiful and authentic self. Life is worth living, and you're worth loving, my friend. Are you ready to get started? This is the Ignite and Flow podcast. Before we get into today's episode, I want to share something that might be of real value for you, especially if today's episode is landing close to home. If you've been feeling like you're caught in a whirlwind, constantly giving, people pleasing, or maybe just lost in the noise of everyday life, there's a way back to yourself, a way to reclaim your power and trust your inner voice again. I created the Self-Love Blueprint, a journey to healing and love through your personal wellness ritual, because I believe we all deserve to live from a place of deep self-compassion, inner peace, and love, without the constant need for external validation. Enrollment for the Awaken to Love cohort, which starts on the 5th of May, is currently open for you to apply. This program is for you if you're ready to break free from people pleasing and reconnect with your truest self. Over the course of 6 powerful modules, we'll journey together to release the patterns and beliefs that no longer serve you. Cultivate a daily ritual that supports your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Empower you to trust your inner voice so you can live with clarity and authenticity. Rediscover your worth and build a foundation of self-love that's unwavering. This is not just a program or a course, it's a personal transformation that's supported by life coaching, a nurturing accountability circle, and resources designed to keep you on track. It's a space where you're not just learning, but truly healing. So if you feel that gentle tug in your heart, I encourage you to apply. There's no better time than now to start the journey of self-discovery and healing. Head to the link in the show notes or visit igniteandflow.com to learn more and apply. I truly believe that when you learn to love and trust yourself, everything shifts. Let this be the season you reclaim your power and awaken to the love that has already been inside you. Now, let's go back in today's episode. Welcome back to the Ignite and Flow podcast, your space for nurturing, healing, and discovering new ways to embrace your life with authenticity and grace. I'm your host, Cynthia, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. If you've ever found yourself bending over backwards to make others happy, or feeling like you've lost your own voice in the midst of trying to please everyone around you, then this episode is for you. Today, we're diving into a topic that affects so many of us: people pleasing. and the constant search for external validation. It's easy to get caught up in the need for approval, whether it's from family, friends, colleagues, or even strangers on the internet. We often let our sense of worth be shaped by what others think of us, and in the process, we lose touch with our own truth. But here's the thing: living in that cycle can leave you feeling drained, disconnected, and endlessly searching for affirmation that doesn't really fill you up. It's time to reclaim your power and reconnect with the one voice that truly matters, your own. In this episode, we're going to explore how to stop seeking validation from the outside world and start trusting your inner voice. I'll walk you through the steps to break free from codependency and people pleasing and show you how to tap into the power of your intuition and inner wisdom. So, wherever you are right now, whether you're curled up with a cup of tea, out for a walk, or simply taking a moment to breathe, let's begin the journey of rediscovering your true power, one gentle step at a time. I really want you to get the most out of everything I'm sharing today. Reflection is such a powerful tool, but I understand it can come with a mix of emotions, and a moment of stillness can make all the difference. If you're feeling the need to slow down and center yourself, I invite you to download the Calm Reset affirmation cards. They're designed to bring you back to a peaceful state, offering affirmations that help guide you through moments of stress, overwhelm, or uncertainty. You can download the free Calm Reset cards now at ignitingflow.com/calm reset. Take a moment, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to reset. Reclaiming your power isn't something that happens overnight. It's not about flipping a switch and suddenly becoming immune to the desire to please others or ignore your own needs. It's a practice, a gradual process of shifting how you relate to yourself, how you set boundaries, and how you listen to your inner wisdom. Let's break it down into steps. Number one, recognize people pleasing for what it is. The first step in breaking free from people pleasing is simply recognizing it for what it is, a pattern you've developed over time. People pleasing is often a coping mechanism, something you learned because you thought it would help you belong, feel accepted, or avoid conflict. But the truth is, people pleasing can leave you feeling depleted, disconnected, and unsure of who you are because you're constantly prioritizing others' needs above your own. The next time you feel the urge to say yes when you really want to say no, pause. Take a moment to ask yourself, am I saying yes because I really want to, or because I'm afraid of disappointing someone? When you notice this, you're already taking steps in reclaiming your power. You're starting to create awareness and separation from the automatic response. Number two, get clear on your needs and boundaries. To stop people pleasing, you have to get clear about what you need. This is not selfish, it's self-preserving. Setting boundaries means honoring your time, energy, and emotional well-being. One of the key reasons we fall into people pleasing is because we don't have a clear sense of what we want or need. When you begin to tune in and recognize what feels good, what energizes you, and what drains you, you can start to create healthier boundaries. So here's an action step you can take. Take a moment to reflect on areas in your life where you might be overgiving or overcommitting. What would it feel like to say no with no guilt? What would it look like to prioritize your needs and take space when necessary? Boundaries are not walls to keep others out. They're a way of preserving your energy and creating space to listen to your inner voice. 3. Shift from external validation to internal validation. The people pleasing cycle thrives on external validation. We seek approval from others to feel worthy. But here's the secret: your worth doesn't depend on what anyone else thinks of you. Shifting from external validation to internal takes practice. It's about learning to trust that you are enough as you are without needing constant approval from others. The more you trust your inner voice, the less you will need others validating everything you do or that you say, and for you to feel secure in who you are. Start noticing moments where you feel that you're seeking external approval, whether it's in your work, your relationships, or how you present yourself. Ask yourself, how can I validate myself in this moment? What would it look like to trust my own feelings and judgments over others' opinions? This practice doesn't mean abandoning your connections or being inconsiderate of others. It simply means recognizing that your worth comes from within, not from others' perspectives. Step 4, practice listening to your inner voice. Trusting your inner voice is the cornerstone of reclaiming your power. This is the voice that knows your truth, your desires, and your deepest needs. It's the voice that has always been there, even when you've drowned it out in favor of the other people's needs. The challenge here is learning how to hear it again. In the noise of daily life, it's easy to overlook your inner wisdom, but the more you quiet the external chatter, the louder that voice will become. Start small. Each day, take a few moments of quiet, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in stillness. Ask yourself, what do I need right now? And listen. Trust the first thing that comes to mind, even if it's a simple answer like rest or time for myself. The more you listen, the clearer your inner voice will become. You'll start to trust that it knows what's best for you. 5. Reaffirm your power through self-compassion. Let's be real. Breaking the cycle of people-pleasing and learning to trust your inner voice is not easy. There will be moments of doubt, moments when you feel like you're failing, moments when the old patterns want to creep back in. That's when self-compassion is crucial. When you mess up or slip into old habits, don't beat yourself up. Be gentle with yourself. Reaffirm your worth and remind yourself that you're worthy of love, you're worthy of rest, and you're worthy of respect, not because of what you do for others, but because of who you are. Here's a step you can take. When you feel guilt or resistance creeping in, pause and practice self compassion. Say to yourself, I'm doing the best I can. It's okay to make mistakes. I am worthy of love and kindness, especially from myself. 6. Create new habits of empowerment. The final step in reclaiming your power is to create new habits, habits that reflect the changes you want to see in your life. This might include setting daily intentions, creating affirmations that reinforce your worth, or surrounding yourself with people who respect your boundaries and encourage your growth. These habits will help reinforce the belief that you are worthy, that you are enough, and that your voice matters. Start each day by setting a clear intention for how you want to show up. It could be as simple as today I will listen to my inner voice. I will honor my boundaries. I will trust myself. Reaffirm this intention regularly and watch as you begin to embody the change that you seek. By taking these steps, recognizing the patterns, creating boundaries, listening to your inner voice, practicing self compassion, and building new habits, you begin to reclaim your power and step into the life that's truly yours. You stop seeking validation outside of yourself and begin to trust that the only approval you need is your own. And remember, this journey is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every time you honor your needs, every time you listen to your inner voice, you are reclaiming your power. It's a practice, one that gets stronger and more natural the more you commit to it. Now, over to you. It's your turn to take action and to take the next step in your journey. What resonated the most with you today? Was it the realization that people pleasing is just a pattern, something you've been conditioned to do, but not who you truly are? Or perhaps it was the reminder that reclaiming your power doesn't mean perfection, but progress, a small, consistent practice of honoring your own needs and trusting your inner voice. Take a deep breath and allow that all to settle in within you. As you move through your day, I invite you to carry one small intention with you. Maybe it's noticing when you feel the urge to please someone at the expense of your own peace. Maybe setting a gentle boundary, even in a small way, or simply remembering you are worthy of respect, your voice matters, and you're allowed to listen to it. If you feel called to go deeper, to dive into this process of reclaiming your power, I invite you to apply for the Self Love Blueprint program. This program is designed for you to reconnect with your own wisdom, to break free from people pleasing, and to trust yourself in ways you never have before. The link is in the show notes if you feel drawn to apply. I encourage you to take what is spoken to you today and allow it to ripple out into the world around you. The journey of reclaiming your power begins with something simple: noticing, softening, and choosing to honor yourself. One breath, one thought, and one step at a time. In today's episode, we explore the journey of reclaiming your personal power, breaking free from people pleasing, and trusting your inner voice. We discussed how these patterns are often rooted in past experiences, societal conditioning, and a desire to gain approval from others. Most importantly, we learned that the path to empowerment is about reconnecting with yourself and honoring your true voice. People pleasing is a learned behavior, often born from a desire to be loved, accepted, or to avoid conflict. It's important to recognize it as a pattern, not your truth. You have an innate wisdom that knows what's best for you. Tuning into this voice requires practice, but it's one of the most important steps in reclaiming your power. Saying no, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your needs is not selfish. It's an act of self-respect. You don't need to sacrifice your peace to keep others happy. Just like with self-criticism, your inner dialogue is a narrative you have the power to rewrite. Shifting from people-pleasing to self-trust requires replacing old patterns with new, healthier beliefs. Change doesn't need to be drastic. It's the small, intentional actions like setting a boundary or honoring your needs that can create lasting transformation. So take a moment now to pause and reflect. What stood out the most for you today? Is there a moment where you've noticed yourself people-pleasing or ignoring your own needs? What could you do differently moving forward? Take a small action, whether it's honoring a boundary, saying no without guilt, or simply choosing to listen to your inner voice. Take one small step today to shift towards self-trust and empowerment. Remember, this journey is about reconnecting with your inner wisdom. It's about learning to trust yourself again and choosing actions that support your well-being. You are worthy of living a life that aligns with your true values with no compromise. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My hope is that this conversation has helped you realize that people-pleasing patterns and self-doubt don't define you. They're just parts of your story. You have the power to reclaim your voice, set boundaries, and trust your inner wisdom. Remember, true transformation is a journey, not a race. Every small step you take towards honoring yourself is a powerful act of self-love. If today's episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe to the Ignited Thought podcast so we can continue this journey of self-discovery and growth together. And if you know someone who could use a little extra encouragement today, don't hesitate to share this episode with them. It just might be what they need right now. Until next time, be kind to yourself, trust the process, and remember, you are worthy just as you are. I'm sending you so much love. Until next time.